Hi students, I hope all of you are well at home. Today we will learn about the topic cell organelles, which is under class 8 subject biology, chapter 8 cell structure and functions. So today we will learn about the cell organelles. Cell organelles are present in the cytoplasm of a cell. Cell organelles are present in the cytoplasm of a cell. We have already learned about cytoplasm in our previous video. Different cell organelles perform different functions. So every cell organelle is allotted with a different function and they perform their each functions. All organelles in the cytoplasm play an active role in the functioning of the cell. So all organelles in the cytoplasm they play an active role in the functioning of the cell. Now there are different cell organelles present in the cytoplasm of a cell. So we will learn in today's video about different cell organelles which are mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, which is again of two types, that is RER and SER. RER stands for rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. And SER stands for smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So first we will learn about mitochondria, then about endoplasmic reticulum, which is abbreviated as ER. Then we will learn about ribosomes. Then we will learn about Golgi bodies, which are also known as Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex or Golgi vesicle. Next we will learn about vacuoles. Then we will learn about lysosomes. And then we will learn about centrosomes. Centrosomes are present only in animal cells. And all these structures which I have told you, they are present in both plant and animal cells. Centrosomes are present in animal cells. Lysosomes are also mainly present in animal cells. Okay. Next, plastids. Plastids are present only in plant cells. Plastids are of again three types, that is chloroplast, leucoplast and chromoplast. So students, I will show you the structure of a typical animal cell and of a typical plant cell, and I will go on explaining about each cell organelles which are labeled in the diagram. You can see in the diagram. So all of you observe the diagrams carefully, properly see the labelings and properly listen to my explanation. This diagram shows the structure of an animal cell. Students, you observe the labelings properly, which I am telling you one by one. First you see the labeling mitochondria. Mitochondria is the cell organelle which produce energy from food during respiration. That is why mitochondria are called powerhouse of a cell. Mitochondria are present in both plant and animal cells. Next student, you observe the labeling rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These are the types of endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in the transport of substances within the cell. When ribosomes are attached to endoplasmic reticulum, then they are known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. When ribosomes are not attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, then they are known as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, as you can see in the diagram. Next, student, you observe the labeling ribosomes. Ribosomes help in protein synthesis. Ribosomes are found both in the plant and in the animal cells. Next, students, you observe the labeling Golgi apparatus, which are also known as Golgi bodies or Golgi complex, and also see the labeling Golgi vesicle. Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus synthesize, store and secrete many enzymes and help in transport of proteins through the Golgi vesicles. Next, you observe the labeling vacuole. The sac-like structure present in the cytoplasm is called vacuole. The vacuoles in plant cells are large. In animal cells, vacuoles occur less frequently and are smaller in size. So this is the structure of animal cell, which is showing the smaller vacuole. Vacuoles store soluble food wastes and secretions of the cell dissolved in water as cell sap. Next, you see the labeling lysosome. Lysosomes are mainly present in animal cells and help in cellular digestion. Centrosomes. Centrosomes are present only in animal cells. Centrosomes play an important role in the reproduction of cells. Next, students, this is the diagram of a plant cell. As I told you about the structure plastids, plastids are present only in plant cells. Plastids are of three types, that is chloroplasts, leucoplasts and chromoplast. Students, in this diagram of plant cell, you can see the plastid. Chloroplast is labeled in the diagram. Chloroplasts are green due to the presence of chlorophyll. These help in the synthesis of food by the process of photosynthesis. So they are known as chloroplasts or chloroplastids. The other two plastids are leucoplasts and chromoplasts. These plastids are also present in plant cell. Leucoplasts are colorless plastids. Leucoplasts help in the storage of food. Next is the chromoplast. Chromoplasts are colored plastids. They may be red or yellow color. These are responsible for the color of flowers, fruits like tomatoes, carrots, etc.